Hello, I'm Marino from Alpha M Consulting, and I've got a question for you. Who out there would consider themselves to be charming? Now I know that some of you are probably thinking, that's right, Alpha, I am indeed charming. While others, well, I guess my friends would say I'm a nice guy, and my grandmother says I'm a real good kisser, but charming? I just don't know. And undoubtedly, there are a few who are just plain confused. Yes, I do love Lucky Charms. They are awesome! The reason I ask is because Alpha's been doing a little bit of thinking and hypothesizing about what we as men can do to get more out of life, both professionally as well as socially. Sweet! Well, here's the big conclusion that I've come to. If you're charming, the more opportunities and relationships you're going to be able to develop and cultivate. Well, call Oprah, cause Alpha's a genius. Well, guess what? I'm just not a people person. So this helps me like, zero. And I realize that. But what if I told you this? Well, what if I told you that I have actually developed a 7-step plan to help even the most socially awkward dude more charming? Would you be interested? Maybe. Why do you ask? Because today, gentlemen, we are going to discuss and analyze the art of charm and the Alpha M 7-step plan to help you achieve it. Alright, well before we get into the actual 7 steps, we first need to talk about and understand what it means to actually be charming. Alright? We need to know what we're actually working towards. Well, charming is the act of having an attractive personality. Think of it like this. If you learn to be charming, you can actually make people like you. They don't even have a choice. It's like, yo, hey, they like you because you're charming. You're like a social skills ninja, but instead of nunchucks, throwing stars, and stealth-like movement, you're using your superior self-presentation to charm the pants off of people. Oh, I see. I say the magic word, ninja, and now you're interested. Well, you, my friend, are going to be undeniable. So let's get down to business. And business just happens to start when you first meet somebody new. The great news is that with each new person that you meet, you're actually starting fresh. They have no history with you, and so it's a clean slate. They have no idea about all the crappy things you did to your baby mama, or the fact that you can be a complete asshat when you drink too much. Clean slate, but it all starts with step number 1. Be genuinely interested in people. Start looking at people as fascinating stories, because everybody has one. It's the charming man's job to get to that story, uncovering the substance beneath the surface. And if you start thinking about people in this way and actually interact with them accordingly, you're going to be amazed that your people skills are going to improve immediately. Now, you're not going to like everybody, but as my grandfather said, you can get along with anybody you want to get along with. And trust me, there are a ton of people out there who think Alpha's their best friend, and I can't stand them. Social ninja. Step number 2, assume rapport. When you meet somebody new, go into it with the attitude that you're already friends. Have you ever heard the term, he's never met a stranger? This is what I'm talking about. You go into every interaction that you already know the person, that you're buddies, and talk to them in that manner. And one way you actually make sure that you do this is by implementing step number 3. Smile often. By smiling at somebody, you are instantly engaging them and bringing them into your world in a friendly and warm way. A smile is quick, it's easy, it's free, it makes somebody feel good. You know what else makes somebody feel good? Step number 4, giving compliments freely. Alright, what happens when somebody gives you a compliment? Right, you immediately like them better. Well, you need to practice giving compliments. You also need to practice receiving compliments and not just brushing them off and say, no, not me, oh no. Yes, I am handsome, thank you. When you give a compliment, it instantly raises your value and likability. You know what else does? Step number 5, the ability for you to laugh at yourself. Self-deprecation. Poking fun of others is never cool, but poking fun of yourself is a great way to show that you're comfortable in your own skin and that you have a good sense of humor and you're well grounded. Just don't go overboard or else it's going to look like you're insecure and fishing for compliments, neither of which are very charming. Step number 6, learn to listen. No, shh, 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 shh. You hear that? Okay. If and when when you learn to listen, you're going to be amazed at what you actually hear. But sometimes listening means actually learning and paying attention to things that aren't being said. Have I confused you? I've confused myself. What the hell am I talking about? And last but certainly not least is step number 7. Treat people with kindness and respect. And I know this sounds like a no-brainer, right? Well, if you don't hear or listen to anything else that I say in this video, I hope you listen to this and actually take it to heart. You will be amazed if you treat people better, the depth and the quality of relationships that you develop. It seems that as we get busier as society, as we get more wrapped up in our own worlds, we've forgotten the core principles of being good people. It is amazing to me that I can see such horrible stories about different travesties all over the world, and I'm like desensitized to it. It's like I see them so much I don't even think about it. It doesn't even really affect me. But what chokes me up and brings me to tears every time is when I see selfless acts of genuine kindness. Gentlemen, we need to start treating each other better. I'm telling you, it is so vital to our success as individuals and the ability for us to be, yes, charming, but treat people with respect and kindness. They are powerful tools if you choose to use them. Tissue? Well, I better wrap this video up before I start crying. Gentlemen, I am incredibly excited for you. Why? Because I have unlocked it. I figured it out. 7 simple steps for you to become more charming. What you're also going to notice is people are going to start being more attracted to you. You're like a people effing magnet. It's going to be amazing. Why? Because you're doing the little things, the simple things that it takes to be magnetic. I'm telling you. Like a social ninja, like I said before, it's going to happen. What else is going to happen? You're going to feel great about yourself. It's a win-win-win-win all the way around. Be good to people, be good to yourself, and I will see you next week. Thanks for watching. But before I run off, I want to share a resource that I recently found. 2 guys, Jordan and AJ, they actually run a site called The Art of Charm, and it's really to help guys get ready and take care of themselves so that they're good at dating. It's definitely a different approach. Well, they do a podcast. It's totally free, and there's a link below called the Pickup Podcast. But it's not just pickup stuff. It's really a self-development, self-improvement site for men. And I think they're awesome. I'm actually going to be contributing 2 short videos per month to their website, so you can go and check it out. There's a link below, pickuppodcast.com. I will see you there, and it's something that you may want to check out. You may not, but they're definitely super cool guys, and I'm going to be hanging out with them a little bit, so come and hang out with me as well.